or drink. It's that kind of party. Hi, buddy. What's that? No, never. What happens in the Rio stays in the Rio. Guys, we're about to give you the ultimate panel. Are you ready? Are you ready? This panel, I don't think we've ever attempted this before. We have 5 guests. I like to call it the panel of everyone who ever guested on Supernatural. Or everyone but Jensen, Jared, and Misha. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey, Vincent, Paris, Hugh McKinney, Osric, Samantha Smith, and Gabriel Tigerman. Just the 5 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 5 of us. You and I. Just the 5 of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the 5 of us. You and I. Hi guys.
Nice. Oh, I see what you did there.
See what I did?
5 eyes.
5 eyes.
Still
A lot of eyes.
It's a lot of eyes.
This is a lot of people for a panel.
It really is.
Chuck, do we have assigned seats?
No,
Yeah.
were you? I think you should sit in the
Why don't
center.
you arrange this, Robert?
Lady in the center,
Okay.
and then you sit here next to the lady. So I know you like that.
My pleasure.
I'll be hostmaster.
And
Hey, oh,
where should
hi.
I sit? Jeff, you here?
Just get a
Okay,
room.
room.
Yeah, right
Roast
here.
everybody.
And then Chow Biscuit, you're gonna be here.
Chow biscuit.
Okay, all right.
And you go, and you can go because you go in and out.
Yeah.
That's Master
Rob, am I
Chow
okay
to
here?
you.
Gabe, you're fantastic there.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
You're really, really
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave it to you all. Have a blast.
Okay.
Thank you, Robbie. You mean there's more?
What? Hey, gang.
I'm gonna wander.
What's up, guys?
How's this work?
I mean, how does the panel work?
What are you doing?
What is a panel?
What is the panel?
Yes.
You're the AP student.
I'm really good at pretending to be smart.
We're laughing because we're going to have to do 6 degrees of separation because none of us has ever been on the show at the same time.
I don't think any of our characters have ever seen each other on screen. Do we know how they're connected apart from the Winchesters?
We're all on Supernatural.
What? That is.
All right, well.
I'm familiar with that
Jeff.
show.
This is my daughter-in-law.
Actually?
Oh, there you go.
That's so
Right.
weird.
Yeah, that seems right. That's not weird at all.
That's about as much as I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived in a van, so I got that. My character lived in a van.
Down by
Not
the river?
necessarily down by the river, but I think it was implied that it was
Yeah.
down by the river.
That's such typecasting.
It's really.
Okay, you please explain the van. Is
Oh.
Kevin connected to this van?
I think in some ways, inside that van is a little piece of heaven. But mainly it was just Moby Dick's mom.
Sorry, I play this character named Kevin,
Yes. Oh, I thought you said heaven.
but also
I thought you said heaven.
Kevin is in heaven
little
currently.
piece of
So
Kevin in there.
if we can connect you to heaven,
Kevin in
is
heaven
there.
is its own
Wait,
spin-off.
who's Kevin? But there's a
I'm
little
dead.
piece of Kevin in the van?
Dead Kevin.
Maybe. Kevin liked to spread himself. No, let's not go there.
No, we did. It just happened.
Walk it back. Walk it back.
There's the line.
Hey, guys.
What's going on? Who's got a question?
There are questions.
Let's
answer
open this up to
Why
questions.
not?
Who wants to go first? How about over here?
Thanks for taking charge.
Thanks,
Oh,
Bill.
did you point over here?
Nope.
Same time. Go.
Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
So many good-looking people on that stage right
Where?
now.
Behind
All
us.
of you.
Behind us.
Each one of you.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you.
question is, for most of you are meeting each other for the first time, and I would like to know what has been the most surprising or interesting thing that you have learned about each other.
Oh my God, how much of a diva Gil is. He is a rider.
It's true.
About a foot long. There is
Have a what that's a foot
rider.
long?
Whoa!
Provider.
also very inappropriate for my sensitive ears.
We've actually, quite a few of us have already known each other for a while. Jeff I met for the first time at the airport
You're new.
in LA.
And I went up to him, and he was passing me in the airport. I was like, "Are you on Supernatural?" He's like, "Yeah, but if you need a picture with me, it's going to cost you $15." I'm on my way to work.
Listen, you have to pay for a hello.
Dude.
But yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I think so. We've all met at cons before.
Well, I just met Jeff yesterday.
Except for our new friend
He's an
Jeff.
amazingly talented artist. I discovered. I had no idea.
We went gambling last night and he doubled his money. He
Whoa.
he doubled my money.
Yes, that's the best. That's
even better.
It was funny. We played Pie Gal, and I sat down. I didn't have any cash on me, and I said, "Hey, you got 100?"
Oh, that old bit.
He gives me 100. He bankrolls me within like 5-10 minutes. I was like, "Here's your chips back, and here's a little something for you." He's like, "That's great. Gambling's easy."
You got a tip.
And I sat there and I'm winning. I was like, "I'm about up 100. Let's go." He goes, "This is amazing."
Yeah, no.
And now he's spent his life savings in that casino. We found him there at 7 a.m., strung out, broke.
Yeah.
It seemed really easy to win, right? Like weirdly easy. Everyone was winning.
Yep.
Was Pie Gal your choice?
I didn't even know what it was.
But you decided to be his sugar
No,
daddy.
he asked me if I wanted to gamble, so I'm like, yeah, sure.
Nice.
So,
Gambling. I'm glad you took away the lesson that gambling is easy.
And everybody wins.
I don't know how they built these casinos when everyone wins. It's so easy.
Well, apparently they were winning too much and they had to like change out the cards.
And that's when we left.
And that's when we left.
That's a good move. Walk away.
Careful us.
Good thinking.
What's going on here? What's going on? Change? We're out.
All right. Hey.
Hi.
What's up?
Oh my God.
I know it's a lot.
That's a lot to handle. Just take your time.
You're only human.
This is my first convention.
Welcome. Yeah. This is the worst Fast and Furious I've ever seen. Or the best.
I'm just spreading us out. There's so many of us on stage, so I'm gonna take this.
That feels right.
Hi. What's your question?
Osric, you're making her cry.
Calm her down, Osric.
Not helping.
Oh.
What's your question? This show has totally changed my life, and it's all because I walked through the living room and my little sister was watching it. And I finally feel at 47 like I found out where I belong.
It's amazing.
And it would mean everything to me if you guys could just say happy birthday to her, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
What's her name?
Her name is Tammy.
Tammy.
Is she here?
Yes.
Where's she?
Tammy.
She's gonna be mad at me.
Happy birthday,
Why don't we-
Tammy.
Happy birthday,
I
Tammy.
think we should all sing happy birthday.
We happen to have some amazing singers on that stage.
And me.
Birthday to you.
I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm sorry.
To you.
Go, Oscar.
Happy birthday to Tommy. Happy birthday to you.
Really brought it together there in the end, Gabriel.
Very much.
Happy birthday, Tammy.
I'm gonna bet that's the most unique rendition you've ever had.
Sure. That's the sweetest word for that.
It sounded great over here.
I'm an optimist.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, that was the best we could do. I tried to find a segue, but
Oh,
Gabriel, have you been taking voice lessons from Fergie?
you could tell? You could tell?
I was trying to work it in somehow. I couldn't think of it.
we got a question on this side.
What's up?
Osric is
Where
cruising.
is Oscar?
He's cruising.
Look at him go! Look at him go! He's motoring!
Hi.
Can somebody build a ramp?
All right.
I just want him to get
Do you have a
airborne.
question?
I do have a question, but first I want to thank you guys for contributing to our local economy as local. I appreciate you guys gambling. Go do it some more.
So they were winning.
Pleasure.
Vegas, you're welcome.
Thank you. Official welcome committee.
You took $100 from Vegas.
So my question actually has to do with the fact that obviously we're all huge fans of Supernatural, but we also have other passions. Right now I'm obsessed with podcasts. So I want to know, what are you guys obsessed with besides Supernatural?
I'm obsessed with the Pete Holmes podcast, You Made It Weird. I am listening to it like it's my job. That one person likes it too. What's up, weirdo?
Gambling.
That's what they call me, people. Yeah. A new obsession.
Your shirt, no.
What's that? Oh, that's my other. Oh, that has been. If anyone listens to the West Wing Weekly podcast, this is a reference that only my one friend will get. That's another great one. I think I've watched that show with the same. I could answer some trivia about that show. I've seen it through like 3 times. That's what's up. I've gone through it 3 times, so those are my 2 obsessions.
I have so many obsessions.
Tell me about them.
Where to start?
We only have 45 minutes.
I know. Well, gaming is one. I like obsessive compulsive gamer. If I get on a game, I just cannot stop. I have to accomplish everything. Anime. Every time I start an anime, I have to finish it. There's so many good anime. Netflix came out with some original anime. I went to Japan and all I wanted to do was watch anime and read manga. What else? I love documentaries. Have you ever seen Chef's Table on Netflix? It's so good.
Chef's Table? Have you seen Somebody Feed Phil?
No.
It's delightful.
New
He's
obsession?
delightful.
Gil, what are you obsessed with?
You.
Yeah, I think we all are.
He knows all the right things to say.
I'm obsessed with my daughter. I haven't seen her in 2 weeks.
What?
And and I got a picture from my wife. She's in the cockpit of the airplane.
That's not safe.
Flying it, actually.
Okay.
Spirit Airlines.
They're very loose with their regulations.
Sam? Any obsessions?
Unhealthy.
Unhealthy obsessions that we would like to know about?
Why is it suddenly unhealthy?
It's more interesting that way.
Come on, don't hold that.
No.
Good.
But I'm kind of obsessed with steampunk.
What?
Yeah, steampunk.
Steampunk.
Yeah.
Steampunk.
And I was kind of obsessed with the new TV show, Alternate Carbon.
Oh.
I haven't seen it.
I was like, I'm not smart enough for this show.
No, me neither. I'm lost. But I keep watching.
I did.
Because I feel like it's trying to make me smarter.
The whole,
How's it doing?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll steampunk anything. You better keep moving, I'll steampunk.
Do you want to try this?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I know you do.
Got
That
my
goes
drive?
forward, that goes backwards.
While there's
I don't get it.
I'm currently obsessed with. I bought a $20 vintage zoom lens for my camera, and you got to do it manually. And so I've been taking pictures of every bird that I can find from far away.
Just birds?
Just birds.
Oh, okay. Just
Well,
birds.
I got a turtle in there too.
Okay, nice. Put on the bird setting. That's nice.
Birds.
Oh, good.
Birds. I'm obsessed with birds. I like them. You know, they fly.
Yes.
They got feathers.
There you go.
And she's
Whoa.
off.
Yep.
Fly like the bird.
Someone in the front row very thoughtfully warned me not to go in reverse.
Oh, that's a good
You all
tip.
know why?
That's a good tip.
That would only count if all 4 of them were also on the scooter.
Thank you.
Hi.
Next.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? What's your name?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi. Okay. Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Sheila.
Sheila.
Oh.
I'm here for my birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Oh, this is really better than wearing high heels.
Excuse us.
You're doing a driving high five just down the road.
It's hard because unless you have one hand off of the mic.
Yeah.
There you go. Careful not to elbow someone in the face.
Yeah,
It's
good.
my specialty.
Sorry, Sheila. This is what happens when you put 5 people in a panel together.
That's
And
okay.
motor
Hair is
vehicles.
blowing back.
That's okay. She's very pretty to look at, so it works.
I'm gonna walk around to get back on the stage.
I have a question.
What the hell?
What the?
What did we say about reversing?
They gave you one tip.
I'm not supposed to go backwards.
You specifically.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Step away from Colonel Sanders.
We're not.
Be careful.
We're not insured
I
for
got
that.
this. I got this.
Private, stand
Oh, nice zoom lens.
I read a tweet.
Hi there.
Somebody
Okay,
said,
guys, we have a question. We have a serious
This is
question.
serious, guys. This is a serious
We have a
panel.
serious
Yeah, but look at my hair in the wind.
The wind in the hair. It's beautiful.
All right, Jeffrey, will you take this lovely lady's question?
Jeff,
Right here.
take her question. Take her question.
Back it up.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Let's have a serious moment for a second.
And what is your question?
Enough
Is
fun,
there
guys.
anyone that you weren't sure about on the show, and now are friends with or still aren't sure about?
Misha.
Jeff.
Misha. For both things you said.
Oh, in all ways.
I wasn't sure about it, and I'm friends with him, but I'm still not sure about him.
That's a good question.
I'm too new to answer that question.
By the way, my first interaction with Misha on a bus, he found out that my wife had been a Latin major, and his first thing, I've needed somebody who knew Latin. And we're like, good start, what? And then asked how to describe certain mutual sex acts in Latin. My wife on our honeymoon. It was really sweet. This was London, yeah.
The only person I had that with was Mark Shepard.
Same experience.
At the same time, he was the nicest guy and the meanest person in the world, and I couldn't tell which was which.
Yes!
Right? Hey, Gil, do a line of high fives, drive-bys. Everyone give Gil a high five if you're going by. He's got a free hand.
Do a wheelie.
Nice.
It's very far away.
Yeah, I think for the most part, there's, like, Misha's definitely a conundrum. Mark very much so. Jeff, we're still figuring out. Who's Jeff?
Oh, he's a wild card. I don't know.
Hi, my name is Jeff. Nice to meet you. I'm new here.
Gil's leaving.
Thank you.
He just left.
Is Gil lost?
Where is he?
And he's...
Did he leave?
He's down?
Yes, he went out
All
the
right.
doors.
He's like cruising down Las Vegas
It's
Boulevard.
alright.
Yeah.
Just tell him to come back before the end of the panel.
Hey, can we get another one of those things and have races?
Next time we need 5 of them. Yes.
Down the
4-person
hallway.
panel.
It's pretty long.
Yep.
Like a
It's
toboggan.
now more manageable. Seems right.
There's another one.
Olympic scootering.
All right, let's get through some of these questions.
Okay, we got another question here.
Next question. Go.
Hello.
Speed round.
Hi.
What do you like most about your character?
I like Andy because he's sweet.
That was the cutest answer. What's your favorite thing about your character?
His evil demonic powers, of course.
Evil
His
demonic.
ability to blow people up with this. And unfortunately, I go out into public sometimes now, and I'm like,
Doesn't work. That is.
My favorite thing about Kevin was his ability. Whoa. Do we have a game?
Did you
Favorite thing
crash?
about Kevin was his ability to learn and adapt. He was always a student from day one till even now. Sam?
Mary's fierce.
Gil?
Her fierceness. Yeah. And where did Gil go?
Gil is here.
My favorite thing about my character,
Handsomeness.
just my drop dead good looks.
The character.
Shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I liked a lot of things about Henry. I liked my suit.
I wish you fell so much. That would have been amazing. Oh, it would have made my day.
About your character, not about your clothes.
Not just about how handsome you are.
That's an object that you happen to be attached to.
That is about my character.
Why is that a character trait?
Because he likes style.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
His sense of fashion then.
Did your
Yes.
character wear an ear cuff like mine?
You had an ear cuff?
Oh, I had an ear cuff.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't know either, and then I put it on. I said, "This is what he wears."
Where did you put it?
That's personal. You know how your character's supposed to have a secret sometimes? That's mine. Next!
Did everyone answer? Okay, coming to you, Ash.
Thank you.
Hey. So I was wondering what birthday present do you think your characters would most appreciate?
Birthday present?
Birthday present?
Oh.
Now, in this
Yeah.
current stage, eyeballs. The gift of sight would be amazing. If you watch Naruto, that could be really cool. Anyways, that's anime.
An eighth, I think. Yeah.
An eighth?
An eighth.
I would probably like a box set of like Swinging to the Oldies
My
vinyl.
character's system.
Some new records.
I think Mary would like a door out of the universe that she's trapped in.
I'd say Asmodeus would like a stain stick.
See, he's Tim. He's Tim.
Boom. I'm out. Next.
Hello, hi. What makes you feel the most alive?
Running at
Not
top
Andy.
speed in the middle of traffic. I don't know why I do this. Every time, twice I've gotten really big roles, and both times I just ran out onto the street and went to the. Don't do this.
Like that.
And I went to a busy street and I just ran down the middle of it for like a block. I don't know why, but I just did it.
Did you ever see that movie, The Program?
Where they
Maybe.
lie down in
Yeah,
the
you were
street.
lie down in traffic.
Oh, I did not lie down. I sprinted at full speed.
Oh yeah, that's all.
I just needed to get some energy out. It felt great.
And people are like, was that the prophet?
This was before the Prophet, but
Thank you.
just running at full, like high intensity, everything. I love that. Gil.
Yeah. This is such an actor answer, but honestly, like one of the things that makes me feel the most alive is getting to work and being on set and like getting to do our job. You know, I don't know, just like getting to pretend to be someone else. Just like I don't know, it's an amazing experience where I just feel extra alive.
That's gonna be mine.
And everyone's so inspired.
I was talking with Kim this morning, and we were talking about how like getting on stage and performing is. They did studies of your adrenaline levels that it's exactly the same as when a gazelle first takes off being chased by something that's trying to kill it. Yeah, and but that. And certainly those moments are the most present you can sometimes feel and alive.
When you're being chased by a lion?
When you're chased by a lion on stage. Together.
Wow.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
it's not going to sound as awesome as the first part, but breaking the law.
Oh.
Like
Breaking the
speeding
law,
really
for
fast.
example?
Or I don't steal.
Okay.
But you know, like doing stupid stuff like do not
steal.
enter. That's for other people. You know.
You're a real rebel.
But speeding.
Yeah.
Speeding in a
Yes. Good.
until like I, narrowly miss some other car.
Oh, good.
Then I'm
Yeah,
like, okay, we're gonna dial that back down.
Right, there's other people.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
reverse. At night in the rain with a car full of hecklers. You guys have not been treated to that story.
Jeff?
Doing something creative, and especially acting, because you are hyper alive, because there's lights and you know what you're going to say, and everything just seems heightened. So I feel very alive when I'm acting, and painting as well, when there's that creative focus, and then that bleeds over into regular life when you take that type of focus and attention to detail into anything you do, making your bed or cooking or anything. I just feel alive when I'm awake.
Next.
Thank you.
Next question.
Hello. First, thank you guys for an awesome game night last night. That was fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Gil skipped our table, but it's okay.
Damn.
It's okay.
I did what?
You skipped our table, but
I
it's
skipped
okay.
You're a monster.
We
Wasn't our
learned
fault.
that the prophet cannot play all games. But anyways, my question is for Gil and for Jeffrey.
Why did you
Jeffrey,
skip her table?
If Jeffrey's character as Asmodeus my favorite episodes are the time travel episodes. So if he could time travel back the British men of letters, how do you think Henry would handle those British men of letters?
I don't understand the question.
Can you, to get Gil back on the show,
Time travel
time
back.
travel your British men of letters lapdog to go back to the American
Are you
men of
involved with the
letters?
British Men of Letters?
I've hired one of them.
Oh. Oh.
I think, right? Yeah.
Help us.
Yeah, I thought he was a demon.
Answer the question. Can I do that? Can I time travel back? and bring
I
it
like
back?
where you're going with this. The whole thing about getting me back on the show.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Whatever.
You like the bottom line.
Whatever Asmodeus can
'Cause
do
I'm
to get
losing
Gil back
hope.
on the show, he'll try and do.
Honestly, I don't know anything about Jeffrey's character. I haven't seen your episodes yet, but I'm really intrigued. I know, I'm such an asshole. Golly.
Gil would like the scenario where he gets to wear the sharpest suit and look the best. And come
Yeah, and I would not mind taking Adam Fergus and David Hayden Jones and just smacking their heads together. I mean, they're characters.
Yeah, right. To be clear.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
My name is Brianna. You guys are all so talented. It's really cool to be here right now. But I was just wondering, how did you guys get into acting, and what advice would you give to somebody who wants to get into acting?
Don't. No, I'm just kidding. Run away.
Guys,
Now it's
did it
getting
just get
dramatic.
sexy in here?
I was kidding.
I got into acting because.
Everyone's answers need to be super sexy now.
Actually, I think that is really good advice.
Get sexy.
Don't.
Oh,
Do not do it. How does that make you feel? Yes. If someone tells you don't do it, it's thankless. You're going to be underpaid. You're not going to find any work. You're going to have to wait for like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, just for a chance to audition, and you're probably never going to make it. How does that make you feel?
I don't care because I love it and it makes me feel alive.
Then you're probably,
There you go.
yep.
then you're probably on the right path.
Yeah, I remember when I graduated college,
Yeah.
my mom said, "Oh, you know what? You should give it a year or maybe 2 years and just see how it goes. And if you haven't achieved a certain amount, then you can go to law school and whatnot." And I think if I'd been able to say, "Yeah, that's a good plan," and I'll just give it that amount of time, then I probably wouldn't have made a living at it, or it wouldn't have been the right career for me. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
in that regard.
for me, I found it by accident. I wanted to be a stuntman, and I got
Really?
and I got my
I
first
saw that with what you were doing.
Oh.
There. Yeah.
driving. I got my first job because I could do my own stunts, and after that, I was hooked. I'm like, this is it. And my parents like, hold on, finish school, do all that stuff, and I told them like,
How old were you?
I was 21, and I told them. I'm like, I think I would rather live on the streets than do a 9-to-5 job that you're talking about. And they did not agree with that. And then I moved to China where they couldn't tell me what to do.
Boy,
So
you took that far.
That's the exact same advice I was gonna give her. Move to China.
Yeah.
Ignore your parents' advice.
Can I ask a
And live
side
your
question?
life.
Great theater in China.
What's the craziest stunt you've ever done? On camera and then just in life.
Craziest stunt?
Yeah.
The craziest stunts are never on camera. Insurance
What's the
is involved.
craziest stunt you've ever done in life?
Actually, I don't even know. Like, I think that's a big misconception for stunts.
Okay.
Right? Stunts, safety is the number one thing. Sure. Right? Because if you get hurt, not only can you not work, but your stunt coordinator who hires you cannot get work either, and he's gonna hate you, he's gonna blacklist you, the insurance goes way up for the production, and everybody loses, but most especially you lose. Therefore, stunt people, they're not daredevils. That's completely opposite spectrums of thing. as a stunt performer, your first and only job really is safety, right? So we train at this level so that we can perform at this level. Now, most people will see this as that, but for us, it's like, oh, like that's something that I do every day anyways.
Yeah, but what's the craziest stunt you did?
Yeah, but what's the most crazy shit? Like, what's the most messed up thing you've ever done?
I mean, I tell you that because I don't take risks.
You run into traffic.
That's not a stunt.
It is to me.
Okay.
Your mom, if she thinks that's a stunt.
When I used to live in China, I would bicycle in traffic, right? And if you know anything about traffic in Asia, it's insane, but I would have my bike, and at first it was just a pedal bike, and then it was like an electric bike. I didn't technically have a license, and traffic there is a little insane, and I got hit by 2 cars. But they're really slow, and you know, it's just like a bump on the leg, and it's fine.
For as many people as there are in China, I like those odds.
Are there people in China? Yeah, there's people in China.
Yeah,
It's really slow because there's so much traffic.
I once did a stunt where they hung me upside down in a straitjacket.
Oh.
And
how long did they keep you there?
Oh, too long.
That 2
Way
minutes
too long.
is too long.
Oh, it was terrible because they told me they're like, hey, we need you to do this, and we need you to do it. And I said, and here's how I tested it. Because they called me like, are you comfortable with this? I said, hold on. And I just like went to my bed and went like this. Oh, this is easy. I don't know, this will be fine. Yeah, tell them I'll do it. And then they hung me upside down. Because you see it in the movies, like people like oh, look, somebody's hung upside down and they're questioned, and it's for hours.
It's actually very dangerous to do that.
It's the worst.
Okay, all right.
Especially when they're then debating, like between takes, like, oh, what should we do on this next one? I'm like, make a decision. It's awful.
I was shooting a film in Germany once.
Hold on, let's go back to our question, because I think this is something she actually really wants an answer for.
Oh, sure. Wait,
Yeah.
what's the question?
For acting.
Yes.
She wants to be an actor. Advice. How'd you get your first role? Gil, how'd you get your first role?
My first professional gig.
Or how'd you get into acting? Yeah.
I mean, I grew up doing like community theater and as a child, and I just thought it would be a fun way to make a living. And so once I graduated from college, I stayed in Los Angeles and I just went for it. And it's been a really up and down kind of rocky path, and a lot of amazing accomplishments and really heartbreaking setbacks. And that's just the way it is. It's a tough business. And like this kind of stuff is really fun, but there's a lot of stuff that's not fun that we have to go through, and it can be a very lonely place. With that being said, if there's nothing else that you would rather do, then you have no choice, you know, and then you have to do it. If there's something else that will make you just as happy or happier, I'd say go for that, honestly.
Yeah. I think for artists in general, whatever it is that you want to do, it's a lifestyle. So if you're thinking of like, this will be great once I achieve that or once I do that, you're probably in for a really crappy life. But if you enjoy the process, if doing all the crappy stuff is fulfilling enough just because it gives you that opportunity to even attempt that thing, then you'll be fine regardless of your level of success, because you'll be happy.
That's a good point about not just being results oriented.
Yeah.
And find a way to enjoy auditioning.
Oh, sure.
And be okay when you don't get the part. That's one of the hardest parts for me, you know, is because that's like the work. The audition is the work. The job's the reward.
And it took a very long time to figure this out, but auditions, if you look at auditions like a chance to perform, instead of, oh my God, I could get this job,
right?
That's a little tip.
Yeah. If you're auditioning for something, that means you already beat out like thousands of people that have submitted to audition.
Millions.
So it's actually quite an accomplishment.
Yeah. Hundreds of millions.
The population of China.
To what Jeff just said, sometimes it's easier said than done, but like a lot of times I'll try to approach an audition like this is probably the only chance I'm going to get to play this character, you know, and go in that room and just try to seize that moment and play that character to the best of my ability, and walk out and go act like I got somewhere better to be, even if I don't.
Do we have time for more question over here?
Yeah. Hi guys. How are you guys doing?
Hey.
So my question is, because of conventions, you guys get to travel a lot. So where's your favorite place that you've been?
For a convention?
Through
Oh,
Supernatural, things that you've gotten to go to.
I got to do my honeymoon because of a Supernatural convention, which was pretty amazing. So they flew us about that. It was adorable. It was amazing. It was the best.
You have to tell them where.
What's that?
Where was it?
Oh, we went to, so it was Birmingham, and so we were in London for a week, and then we went to Paris, and it was the best 2 weeks of our lives. It was amazing.
I did a similar thing.
Yeah.
We got married and then we waited, not Osric and I. We waited to do our honeymoon, and I piggybacked it off of a couple conventions, and we spent 2 weeks in Italy, and in the middle of the 2 weeks we were in Rome for a convention in Rome, and it was just awesome.
I was on that same convention with you in London. That's where I met Dave and Catherine. My husband was with me, and that was amazing. But I think just recently my favorite was in New Orleans last fall. Oh my God. I mean,
food is so good.
Yeah, I don't do spicy food, so it was a little rough for me. I didn't care. It was like the history and the ghosts and the house I picked out.
Was that your
Garden
first time
District.
there?
No, I'd been there a couple times before. Once with a former boyfriend I like to call Satan. So that wasn't my best trip. And then one time I was there, what?
He gets around.
He does. But this time, it was perfect. I just love that city. So.
This is my first convention, obviously, but I love to travel, so I'm really looking forward to seeing where this takes me.
Yeah.
Lots of cities.
That's a really tough one, but if I have to pick one right now, I'll say we were in Italy for a convention there on our way to Australia, and last minute I was gonna go to Turkey, but Jared pulled out of a trip. That was the year he pulled out, and Jensen, Richard, and Cliff were heading to Dubai, and so I ended up jumping in on that trip, and it was the first time that I ever went there, and we went to a water park. And they had a ride that went upwards so that you didn't have to walk up to the top of the slide. It was so nice. All right.
Were you able to hold it?
I didn't want to.
I know you.
That's really nice.
Thank you. I was wondering if you guys actually watched the show on premiere night, and if you do, what's your favorite season?
Who here watched the
I'm
show?
alive.
What do you mean premiere night?
Like the night that the episode
Oh,
comes
every
out.
week?
Live as it happens.
Not usually.
I don't watch anything live. I don't think I've seen something live in a long time.
I watched the Wayward pilot.
Me too. I tried to. I was.
That was amazing. That was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. When
I think the only thing I watch live is Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So avoid spoilers, right?
Yeah.
And I can't wait. I actually watch the East Coast feed.
Oh, do you?
At 6 o'clock. Yes.
Actually, yeah, me too.
Are you scared of spoilers? Is that what
Well,
happens?
not
Or you just
really.
can't wait? You don't want to wait?
I don't want to wait. I'm like, I want it now.
There's this nerd bar in Vancouver when I was been shooting the last 2 years, and Stormcrow Tavern. They do this screening of Game of Thrones every Sunday night, so we would go there. We'd have our table. I was shooting Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. This place fills up so fast, but we had Elijah with us, and they had this section of Lord of the Rings with Elijah's face there. I'm like, you have to give us Elijah's table. So they gave us Elijah's table every week.
That's amazing.
It's good to have a hobbit.
That's a good tip.
If you can have a hobbit, do.
Yeah. Next.
Hi, everybody. My question is, you guys said at the beginning of the panel that your characters have never been in an episode together. So if your characters could be in an episode together, what do you think that episode would consist of?
Actually,
It's a lot like what's happening right now.
Gabe, you and I did not meet in London. We met on the show.
What?
I'm remembering now.
Truth bomb. Kaboom!
Season 2.
Yeah.
When I think it was The Kids Are All Right. We didn't work together, but we were there at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were in the same episode. I was the mom, so I'm always quarantined away from everybody. But yeah, like when all the kids you're off at that camp or something.
Yeah, Frontierland
Yes.
as a real name, but
Yes.
yeah.
And I think I was in some kind of flashback or some kind of alternate weirdo stuff that I'm always doing. But yeah, so
I think if I were in an
if we were in one, it
episode,
would be that.
Right, yes, as it was.
I think Asmodeus would have everybody in a cage somewhere.
For sure.
Feels right.
For sure. And taunting them,
Yeah.
making mean
Doing all
comments.
sorts of things to them.
I feel like Andy would just invite everyone back to his van down by the river. And,
Party in Andy's van.
yep.
I think that's the answer.
Hey.
Show him a little piece of Kevin.
Just a little piece of Kevin. That sounds wonderful.
Hi there.
Hi.
My question is, if you could change anything on Supernatural, what would it be? It could be a character.
Andy
or...
alive.
Yeah.
Henry alive.
Eyeballs.
Yeah, I would like eyeballs.
Well, here's the thing. Any of the bad things that's happened to Mary, if we changed them, the show would be over. So, you know, I mean, I guess John could still be alive.
Yeah, I would actually love to have a scene with John. I just think that would be really special.
Yeah.
Asmodeus, ruler of all things great and small.
Valid request. Thank you.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Good. And my question is, what would you do if you see a yellow-eyed demon?
Run.
Run! I think that's the consensus.
Attack him.
Oh. This is very telling. This is very telling about all of us.
Yellow-eyed demon?
The princes of hell have yellow eyes, and they're called yellow-eyed demons.
I would
They've
not have
tried-
known that. I would ask him if he needs to see a doctor.
Yeah.
But you've got those eye drops.
Give him some
Osric.
Visine.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd be like, you should. Something's up.
Like eye drops? I got some
Yeah.
really strong from Japan.
You know what? By the way,
You should call Sam and Dean. Is what you should do.
can I tell?
Like the yellow-eyed demon busters.
I would
really-
face it by myself.
You
Yeah.
would?
Yeah.
Whoa, brave.
Braver than me?
Bravo.
No, let's find out.
Jeffrey, no.
Let's find out.
Jeffrey, he's just a kid.
He didn't know any better.
Jeffrey.
You got him. You got him. Don't back down.
Watch out for the dog. Kick him in the balls.
That's how you get a demon. Right
Damn.
now.
Kid's got some cojones. I was kind of scared.
My favorite part of that was Gil's "What's up?" Is that how you connect with kids these days?
I don't know where that came from.
He's hip.
Yeah, I guess I'm 39 now.
He's wow.
Weird shit just comes out of my mouth.
Hey, Rob.
Hi guys, how did it go?
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time. You didn't notice me?
Oh, that's weird.
That is weird.
That is odd.
I was standing right here.
Oh, hey.
Right in your eye line.
All right. Sorry,
Do we get to do one last question?
Sure, let's do one last question.
One last question.
This is in light of the Winter Olympics, and my question is, if
Curling.
you could,
Women's figure skating.
Sorry. Yeah.
if you could turn any activity into an Olympic sport, what do you think you would have a good chance of medaling in?
I think scooter driving.
Yeah.
Team scooter driving.
Tag,
The 5-man scooter.
tag team.
Yes.
Relay scooter driving.
Indeed.
Good about that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right. Good talk.
Gil's still thinking. Gil's still thinking. Gil's still thinking.
Got nothing.
Right, you're on the scooter team. That's what you
Naked
got.
karaoke.
Naked karaoke?
Speaking of,
Wait,
You're scary.
are you guys
at
going to
39.
karaoke tonight?
Anybody?
Yeah, karaoke tonight. These guys will be there.
Yeah.
Osric will be naked.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Cosplaying as naked Osric.
Always.
It's a favorite of mine.
Are you dressing up?
It's really realistic.
What's the theme?
What are you wearing? Baymax?
And all right, guys, please give it up. Osric, Gil, Sam, Jeff, and Gabriel. We can make it if we try. Just the 5 of us. You and I. Just the five of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the five of us. You and I. All right, kids. That was fun. That sounded really fun. Next up, you're going to see some videos, and then they're going to have an auctioning off a whole bunch of lovely things. I think people have some